Welcome back to HSMS Running, our official YouTube channel. I'm Robin, and today I want to talk about the Boston Marathon and why Peter and I are working really hard to run this world famous marathon. It started really back when we were training in 2013 for our first full marathon, which, you know, if you had asked me 5 years ago where I was ever going to run a marathon, I would have been like, "You're crazy. There's no way I'm running 26.2 miles." Well, I've done it twice now, and not only that, but we are training to run the Boston Marathon, which is highly competitive to get into. You cannot. You're not slacking when you qualify to run Boston because you got to run at a pretty good pace. So we were training for the Whistle Stop Marathon back in 2013, and during our training, we got the devastating news that my brother had lung cancer, and yeah, that was really really horrible. He went through chemo and radiation and ultimately had his lung removed, his right lung removed. And I am happy to say that as of today, he is cancer-free. He's had clean scan after clean scan. So we are incredibly grateful. But during the time that we were training and he was going through his chemo and radiation, and that's horrible, horrible stuff. And he was so inspirational to me, how he just endured the incredible suffering that he endured and still stayed positive. We ran our marathon in October of 2013, and it was really an unforgettable day. I'm wearing my shirt from that day. We got our medal, which was pretty exciting, and I decided to send my brother my medal, and I told him, "Hang on to this and give this back to me at the finish line in Boston one day." So there I had planted a stake in the ground because I wanted to get that medal back. And I knew it was going to be hard to qualify to run Boston. But I knew what my brother was going through was so much harder. So he's got my medal, and I'm going to run Boston someday because I want it back and I want to see him there. So there are a few reasons why Boston is meaningful to us. I grew up in New Hampshire, as did my brother, and actually for the last two decades, more than 2 decades, he's worked in Boston and the Boston area and surrounding area, and unfortunately he's no longer he can't return to work in that capacity, but I think it would be pretty significant for me to go back and be able to run the Boston. It's kind of like earning your PhD in running if you run the Boston Marathon. So Peter and I are committed. We're working hard, and we're going to get there one day. I can't say what year it's going to be, but I would encourage you to watch the Boston Marathon. You can watch it televised live online, or I believe it might even be on TV. But we watch it every year now, and it's Monday, April 18th this year, and it is really incredible. 30 plus thousand people run this race, and there's everyone from your world elite runners to just your everyday people who have incredibly inspiring stories to tell. And so yeah, please watch the Boston Marathon. You will be inspired. You will be blown away by the tenacity of some people. And I guess I just decided to talk about Boston today because not too much is happening with HSMS right now. We're still waiting for our patterns to be developed and ready, for us to sew up some samples. So in the meantime, we're just kind of in a holding pattern, and that's okay. We've got a lot of things going on, training for our next half marathon, and I would sure love to hear if you're training for something, what you're training for, and what your goals are. If you have any questions about running, anything related to running, I'd be happy to answer them, based on my own experiences. So anyway, I hope you have a great week. spring is getting closer. We changed our clocks this weekend, and so it's the days are longer. Yoo-hoo, more running time and more daylight time. So anyway, thank you for watching and listening. Have a great week. Share this with your friends, please, and hit the like button down below if you like this video. Have a great day and happy running.